Welcome to March. What's happening with real estate these days, you ask? In a one-word summary, I kid you not. There are two components to it, price and inventory. Let's address price first, because oh my God. The data I'll share with you reflects homes that have closed the transaction in February. That data has just been finalized. And that reflects, for the most part, homes that were negotiated price and terms-wise in January. In other words, it doesn't tell the full story. The reality of it is we're in mid-March, and we have to look at homes that are reviewing and accepting offers right now. And when I look at the overall Bay Area, San Francisco, Contra Costa County, down the East Bay, Peninsula, Santa Cruz, and so forth, on average, we have improved since the beginning of this year 10 to 30% in our median price. I'll say that again. We grew 10 to 30% in value. Kind of expected though. So here's what happened, I think. There are a couple of contributing factors. First of all, the news of the increasing interest rates has historically driven up buyer demand because buyers understand that the low rates are not here to stay. And if you do the math, if interest rates go up by 1%, to keep your mortgage payment the same month over month, just on a cash flow basis, you need to buy a house that costs 10% less. The Fed is increasing rates this week, and they've indicated that they will do it 5 more times. We don't know what the extent of the increase will be for the future hikes, of course, but people are anticipating that it's going to be about 0.25% each time. We shall see. Another contributing factor that's driving the demand and putting upward pressure on prices is this aspect of location being valuable again. Location is what got devalued when COVID hit because people didn't need to be close to their work or school or restaurants. We had shelter in place, so everybody was staying home and working remotely for a few years. And now the big companies of Bay Area have announced that they want people to come back to the office to some capacity starting the spring or in the months coming up, essentially. So we saw this effect last year as far as location being valued more and more when the news of the vaccine was spreading and people realized that they might go back to their pre-COVID lifestyle to some capacity, and they do care if there's a restaurant next door or how long traffic might take to get to the office and back. So right now that aspect of it has improved. For that reason, we're also seeing condominiums, apartments that really haven't started to recover after COVID until now. Location is important. Condominiums saw a big increase this year, anticipated. Another contributing factor to help you wrap your head around this increase in median prices is inflation. The National Association of Realtors defines home price growth, home price appreciation, as inflation plus 2 or 3% on average. Inflation being at 7% plus those 3% on top of it puts us at a 7% increase just based on that alone. Historically speaking, real estate has been a really solid hedge against inflation. Again, buyers know that. There's an increasing demand for that. And the fundamentals, by the way, this is a fourth point I want to highlight, the fundamentals of Bay Area's market are still strong. What I mean by that is looking at pure supply and pure demand for homes, we're still operating in an environment of an inventory shortage. By how much? We should be double in inventory for a balanced market. We've been growing every year a little bit. It's just not enough. Inventory went up 40% on average month over month, February to March. January to February, we've seen a slower increase, but that seasonality happens every year in Bay Area regardless of what the economy is doing. And we'll see inventory continue rising through the rest of spring here. Early summer will peak, stay strong, and will start to trickle down as we get into fall and be at our lowest during Thanksgiving and Christmas time frame. That inventory fluctuation, you would think that if sellers have more competition for, to sell their house, same 10 buyers, but now they have 20 homes to choose from versus 5 homes to choose from, you would think it would impact prices. No. And the reason the answer is no is because we are so low on inventory. We're so far off from that point of equilibrium where it's neither a buyer or a seller market that these little fluctuations in inventory really don't mean squat. So there you have it. There's a huge difference between what neighborhoods have gone up in price and by how much, depending on if you're looking at a first-time home budget, if you're looking at single families versus townhomes versus condominiums, if you're looking in central locations. So take a look at the breakdown by county. I can answer any specific questions you might have. My goal is to continue keeping you in the loop of what's happening in real estate. And if you have any questions or you'd like more information, you know where to find me. Thank you so much for watching and see you next month.